Biden also says he's looking into the assassination of Haiti's president in an early morning attack in his personal residence. Now, this is something that we have been following closely here on News Now from Fox. So I would like to welcome to the conversation Dr. Giselle Jamison, experts on international relations and world affairs. Dr. Jamison, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So first things first, what do we know about the assassination?
Well, so far what we know that occurred yesterday in early morning, gunmen who identified themselves as DEA officers, and of course we know that they were not, heavily armed, went to the house of the president and killed the president and severely injured the first lady. What we know also is, since yesterday, they've been trying to find who were the ones who perpetrated this event. Today, the ambassador of Haiti to the United States has said that they had killed some of those who committed this crime, and they have a couple of them in custody. But we actually don't know much more than that. There was a couple of videos that surfaced around the world, but we don't know more than that at this point. We do know, though, that the First Lady is here in Miami in the care of Jackson Memorial, trying to recover from her wounds.
Dr. Jamison, Haiti has been at the center of controversy for quite some time now. There's been an increase of kidnappings. It's in the middle of a humanitarian crisis, also an economic crisis, being one of the poorest countries in the West. Is this giving us any insight into actually what led up to the attack?
Well, although nobody, of course, would have predicted this tragic event, it is not surprising for those who follow the history of Haiti. The president who was assassinated was not popular. Many had claimed that he did not have the legitimacy to govern. Some have claimed that his term should have ended last February. He said that he was going to stay until next February. So the situation of natural disasters like hurricanes that had earthquakes that had come over the people of Haiti, the poverty, as you just said, one of the poorest countries in the hemisphere with people living less than $2 a day, increased crime and gun violence, many times, unfortunately, associated with certain elements of the state, create a perfect storm that actually culminated in this yesterday. As a matter of fact, President Moise had actually warned that perhaps there were going to be attempts to kill him. And he also had warned that if it wasn't that the case, he perhaps was going to have to leave through a military coup. So the situation in Haiti has been in this way for a number of years, decades, I will say. So it's not surprising, although unfortunate, that the events that happened yesterday.
Many experts are wondering, will this plunge Haiti into even further violence and chaos?
I hate to echo those pessimistic feelings. However, in the immediate future, there might be more chaos, starting with simple things as political events, political issues such as not clear what the Constitution says about who is the one who now is in charge of Haiti. We know through the news that the Prime Minister, Claude Joseph, had said that he is in charge. However, he was supposed to be on his way out, and a new person was supposed to be sworn in this week. So aggravating the socioeconomic issues are the political issues, the constitutional issues of who has legitimacy now to help with this crisis.
Dr. Jamison, that was actually going to be my next question, because it seems as though there's no legal solution as to who should take over next. Have we heard anything from the United States government?
The United States, so far, the only thing that we heard is that, of course, they joined other countries of the world, and everybody for that matter, even people who are in the opposition in Haiti, have joined in expressing condolences to the family and to the people of Haiti, which actually, in my opinion, are the ones that have to come up with a solution with this crisis that have been around for so long. Despite that, today, as we know, there's going to be an emergency meeting at the United Nations through the Security Council, in which the members of the Security Council are going to discuss Haiti. Now, we also know that Haiti has been receiving aid from the international community and from the United States for many, many years. Some actually might say that part of the aid perhaps might be the reason that you have so many problems, because the government in Haiti is unable then to solve the problems themselves. So far, they have not, the United States have not said if they're going to commit to more aid, but they have been called by different individuals here in the United States to make sure that the United States stands with Haiti in whatever support they need. And I think that that's something that we're going to see happening.
Yes, and here on